Hi, this is Jack at Jack's Transmissions. Today we're going to talk about the dampers you find in the DCT470, Evo 10MR, and Mitsubishi Ralliart, the SST units. So these have a problem in that the springs break. And what are these used for? Why do we need these in the transmission? Well, basically, with a piston internal combustion engine, you create a harmonic frequency due to the combustion process. And that frequency, the harmonic frequency, is damaging the parts inside the transmission. It could mushroom synchros, it could damage splines, you get accelerated spline wear. There's a whole series of problems that'll happen with the trans, drive shaft, all kinds of stuff with the car. You also have noise that transfers. If you don't use something to dampen those harmonics out. In a manual transmission car, if you've ever looked at the clutch on a manual transmission car, you'll see that sometimes the clutch disc will have springs in it to absorb those harmonics. Or on a lot of late model cars now, you'll see dual mass flywheels, where the mass of the flywheel combined with the springs pulls more of those harmonics out to keep it away from delicate parts in the transmission. So it's very similar here with the damper in the SST. The springs inside here, there are different sizes because they're specifically designed to absorb different frequencies of damaging harmonics. What we did with ours is we hired a team of engineers outside our company to find those frequencies and find the appropriate springs to absorb those frequencies for our rebuilds. So with the majority of our competitors out there, they just use generic springs. They don't understand the harmonics involved in these. We do. And the springs that we use are specifically designed for this, to take those harmonics out and allow your unit to last as it should and work properly. So aside from the springs, we also have a unique way of servicing these. Everyone else out there cuts it all the way around. I've seen people use things that look like grinders through this. It's horribly inconsistent. They cut it all the way around, pull it off, replace the springs with generic springs, and then weld it back together. I've seen these welded with look like a stick welder and some with a MIG welder. They look pretty clean, but it's still not right. The problem with welding all the way around is this is very fragile. It's not thick, heavy-duty metal we're dealing with here. It warps very easily. So when you weld it and you transfer the heat into this unit, you warp the unit. It's no longer straight, it's no longer in balance. And this will cause issues with clutch problems in your SST. So what we did is we also very thoughtfully engineered a way to take these apart without damaging them. We cut them on each side, here and here, with our CNC. It's not by hand, it's done by machine. So both sides are cut out perfectly every time to keep the balance of the unit. We then pull out the springs, replace them, clean the unit out, put the caps back in, and very carefully TIG weld them. This is all TIG welded by hand. It's absolutely beautiful, by the way. Awesome work. And then that way we don't warp the assembly and we don't knock it out of balance. It's just thoughtful processes like that you find here at Jack's Transmissions that you're not going to find anywhere else, that allows our product to perform the way it should, last, and just be the best in the industry. We sell these now to individuals who want them rebuilt properly, and we also include these in pretty much every rebuild now, because as this platform ages, springs are broken in pretty much every unit we run into. Now, I'd like for you to compare our units to our competitors. If you ever look at a competitor's unit, this spring covers their work around the outside so you can't see it. If you ever get one from anybody but us, pull this off and take a look in there and you'll see what I'm talking about. Thank you.